Sorry, Obama, I'm a black man and I'm voting for Donald Trump for president, and there is no amount of lecturing or bullying or shaming that you can do that is going to make me change that decision. I am not afraid to vote for Kamala Harris because she is a woman. I refuse to vote for Kamala Harris because she has spent the last 4 years destroying this country. She has spent the last 4 years throwing up the borders to illegal immigrants. She has spent the last 4 years destroying this economy. We have seen over the past couple of months that she is not fit to be president. She can barely speak. She can't articulate a vision. And actually, she's pretty stupid. And if you think that I, as a black man, am going to let that waltz into the White House, that is going to get my vote because you're lecturing me and you're bullying me, and you may be the surrogate black dad for a lot of fatherless black boys that are running around this country, but I got a dad, I know who he is, and it ain't you. I'm voting for Donald Trump for president. Take it or leave it. Sorry, Obama.
What is up, guys? Tyson Dela Cruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Since Kamala Harris and Tampon Tim's campaign is tanking, they had to bring in Barack Hussein Obama. They said, Obama, we need your help. We need you. We need you to get young black voters because we're not resonating with anybody, and we need you, Obama. We need you. Shout out to everybody watching. Drop your comments down below. Smash the like button. So Obama agreed to campaign with Kamala Harris to get the black vote and the younger vote. And listen to what he said backstage.
Is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now, I also want to say that that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers.
He goes on to say that Kamala Harris grew up like you. She went to school like you. And she's just like you.
Now, I also want to say that that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all directly and say that when you have a choice that is this clear, when on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences. He's had to work harder and do more and overcome and achieves the second highest office in the land.
Nobody's buying this crap. Nobody, she didn't grow up like you. She didn't grow up like them. She's not like them. It is bananas to me that he is mansplaining why you should vote for Kamala Harris. Barry, what is going on with you, man? Barry.
Well, man, why are you attacking somebody black? I said, black people didn't put this up. They didn't have anything to do with this. I heard them planning.
The Obama administration did.
Well, that's it. Obama, what did he do for the black race? Nothing. Question you might ask, who's the richest man to ever be U.S. president? It's not Trump.
No.
It's Barack Obama. You know how? His adopted father, Lolo Soetoro, was one of the 10, 15 richest men on earth. And when he died, he left a trust fund in Indonesia with 3 equal beneficiaries. Barack Obama, then known as Barry Soetoro because he was adopted, and his 2 siblings. So he has a whole false claim about what his background is But when he got in the White House, he'd been working for a law firm that represented his daddy. He got lauded by Goldman Sachs, who financed most of his daddy's American investments. He protected British Petroleum when they had the blowout in the Gulf, because guess what? His trust fund had heavy investments in BP. So we get through this whole mantra, and even affordable care, Obamacare. You know who drafted it? Senior Tennessee Republican Senator Dr. Bill Frist, when he was Republican Senate Majority Leader. Why? His family founded Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and most of the HMOs. His family's making a killing. So he retired from the Senate in 2010 when the Obama administration got past his drafted act from 2003. It's his game. And I don't have any problem with Trump either. I'm looking at lowest black unemployment rate since Lyndon Baines Johnson, more money to historically black colleges and universities at any time since Lyndon Baines Johnson. I mean, more Americans back to work. You know, like, what did you get for the last three? Oh, and then this. You know that joke that they do about George W. Bush feeding Michelle candy? The inside thing on that is it's the same candy he fed her husband when he was 6, 7 years old. See, the Sotoros and the Bushes go back 40-some years.
And they got to bring him in. They got to bring in the Messiah to clean it up, because Kamala and Tim Walz ain't doing it. But what is going on with Mr. Barry over here? Look at him.
Or a car seat. Or diapers. I remember buying diapers. I remember the first time I went in the store right after Malia was born. I was like, what? That's how much diapers cost? I remember changing diapers. You think Donald Trump ever changed the diaper? Yeah.
This is what you bring in to help save your campaign? He doesn't need to, like, this is getting very comical, guys. Incredibly comical. Obama wrote a Donald Trump ad last night by saying we need to pick a candidate that's honest, competent, has good leadership, and that can really make a difference. Clearly, that's not Kamala Harris, right?
It's times like this when you realize having honest, competent leadership in government really matters. It makes a difference. And today I'm asking you to vote for some of those leaders.
And that ain't Kamala Harris. Let me know if you guys agree with me. Drop that down in the chat down below. Obama then continues to push the McDonald's hoax on everybody, stating that Kamala Harris worked at McDonald's, when McDonald's says they have no record of Kamala Harris working at McDonald's.
Somebody who was raised in the middle class, who worked a summer job at McDonald's while she earned a degree, who believes in the values that built this country, somebody who has served with distinction in every office that she has ever held.
Distinction, honesty. I don't think that's the candidate that he's speaking about, but let me know down below. Let me know what you guys think about this. Now, this was an incredible video by Wesley Hunt. Obama and the Democrats are concerned with the lack of black male support for the Kamala Harris and Tampon Tim campaign. And this is a great video montage that Wesley Hunt put together.
Black Americans really want to see in their communities is safety, police officers, They want to see better education. The president, the vice president, they're out of touch.
Man, did y'all see the video with Oprah Winfrey and Miss Harris? Do she think that we supposed to vote for Harris just because of Oprah? I don't give a damn about her getting Oprah.
Have you no empathy, man?
Let's just get through the next 64 days.
Since when does Vice President have a Southern accent?
She don't actually focus on issues in the Black community. You should be offended beyond report.
There's a lot of Black men in here, and I don't mean to not talk to other people, but this is important.
And did y'all see Magic Johnson?
They paid him to please you. That's how important you are.
Kamala Harris has made her first trip to Atlanta with rapper Megan Thee Stallion.
What? Having Megan Thee Stallion twerk is not going to fix our economy, and it's not going to stop the legal immigrants.
Pandered, we've postured, we've offered nothing but empty words while our communities suffer under the weight of failed Democratic policies.
I voted Democratic my entire life, and I'm starting to think like, man, everybody in my hometown is still poor.
In reality, they're just intellectually and emotionally manipulating you. So absolutely, no, she's not presidential, and it will definitely come back to bite people.
She's not straightforward. If she wants to be presidential, she needs to be transparent.
All the Black neighborhoods are still poor.
You want us to vote for her because she's Black? She's a chameleon. She is not meant for this job. Okay?
I don't get the sense that she would even desire or have the knowledge or say, let's make that go, let's fix that, let's work that out.
Have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities. So it's fun.
It's not working. And it's not just in this video. It is scorching across Twitter, or X, excuse me. It is scorching It is scorching across. It is scorching across X throughout the Black community, saying the same thing. It is not just me up here on a YouTube video saying that, oh, you know, this is the situation, or Wesley Hunt, but it is actual people saying the same thing.
One of the young Black men that President Obama yesterday tried to lecture into supporting Kamala Harris just because she, quote, looks like me. Now, guys, I don't know about y'all, but I think that my ancestors fought far too hard for my right to vote in this country for me to support someone just because they look like me. Especially when that person who looks like me doesn't give a damn about me. Kamala Harris, for her entire political career, hasn't done a single thing for Black people, Black men, or anyone, actually, for that matter. She failed to secure the border. She hasn't created a single job. She is actually probably uniquely terrible at her job. Barack Obama, another person who didn't do a damn thing for Black people when he was president, believes that Black men should set aside our disagreements, set aside our grievances, and just take one for the team. Barack, we've been taking one for the team when it comes to supporting the Democratic Party for decades. And what do we have to show for it? Our inner cities are destroyed. Violent crime is up. We are living in poverty in too many communities across this country. That is the reality of progressive policies in this country and all across America. So no, Barack, I'm not going to support Kamala Harris because you said that is my duty as a young Black man. No, I'm going to support Donald Trump, the president who actually delivered for Black people, brought about the lowest Black unemployment rate in our nation's history, the president who actually gave a damn about our community. That's not rocket science, bro.
He created opportunity zones, created more job opportunities and tax rebates for the Black community than anybody. It's Obama didn't do anything. Obama did nothing. Charles Barkley says it also. Here's Scott Jennings. Scorching. Why Dems still struggle with men of all races. And Obama goes out and insults them.
Suddenly, like, oh my God, we have trouble with moderate biological males. I mean, who is surprised about this? I think Democratic Party elites like Obama and like others have been viciously attacking Donald Trump since 2016. And everything they've said about him is what they have always said about him. And I don't think it's particularly effective right now. I think their problem isn't attacking Trump. Their problem is finding reasons to give people to support Kamala Harris. This stop he made in this plea he's making to African-American men. I mean, he said today he insulted them. I mean, he first of all admits that they're not enthusiastic about her. He said, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president, and you're coming up with other alternatives and reasons for that. And I think one thing we've seen about Democrats over the years is that when they can't convince you to do something, they begin to insult you. Obama specifically, when he was having trouble with rural voters in Pennsylvania, go back all the way into his campaigns, he insulted them about their culture and values. I don't think it's helpful to insult a group of people who are already not enthusiastic about your campaign, but I think that's what he did today. The story tonight is they're struggling with men. Obama's insulting men, and they're out saying, well, let's fix it by sending Tim Walz out and hiring Mitt Romney. It's crazy to me.
I'm sorry. This is not a campaign strategy to name Mitt Romney the Secretary of State.
Are you agreeing?
I don't
This is a suggestion in a report.
Exactly. I don't think
J-Mark,
I don't think we should force any candidate to name who their cabinet is prior to even winning. I think they should be out there talking
Agreed.
to voters.
I totally agree with that.
See, wow,
Complete agreement with that.
Their campaign is tanking. I'm not even going to share the recent Kamala Harris ad, Tim Walz ad, trying to target men. It is cringe worthy. It is cringe fest. But Jesse Waters went out to Obama's hometown to ask individuals on the street what they thought of Kamala Harris. And we already know the answer. But this is a humorous clip.
January, we sent Johnny to Brownsville, Brooklyn, where Joe Biden dropped $25 million for electric scooter charges. Turns out nobody liked them. So now that Joe's out, Kamala's in, they've got to be feeling the joy, right? We sent Johnny back to find out.
What's going on in America?
A bunch of bull.
Trump, then this thing with what's her name? Then all this other stuff with P. Diddy.
I don't know what the heck is going on. I wanted to curse, but I'm not.
It's actually just bull.
Big election coming up. When you're going out to the polls, what issue is at the top of your mind?
Inflation, the economy.
The price is just going up, straight up. Eggs, everything.
We need better places to live. Look at our community. You around here, look at this. Look at this.
There's more immigrants here than it is people that actually live here. They got our jobs. They got, how can I say, like, our apartments.
So the migrants are getting apartments and they're getting jobs. What are you getting?
Nothing.
Thank you, Joe.
Well, there's good news because Joe Biden spent $25 million in this town.
Where is that? Where is that? What? Biden? That part.
Did he? It don't look like it.
Do you want to know what he spent it on?
Bull.
Electric scooter chargers.
I don't ride a scooter, so what do we need that for?
To go where? To go where? He gonna need it for his bike, right? He might need it for his chair. He probably got it right now. They probably pushing him around right now.
Get in, Windsor. What do you think of Joe Biden?
A joke.
He didn't do anything for me, if you ask me.
Oh, man. Bringing in the Messiah to help clean up the campaign that's already tanking. Gosh. And he didn't even do so well. Let me know what you guys think about Obama coming to help the Messiah, coming to help Kamala Harris and Tampon Tim's campaign. Is it even worth it? I don't think so. I don't know. Drop it down in the comments down below. Smash the like button. Share, subscribe. And as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.